Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Lisa, and in this video we're going to talk through how I've completed this watercolor fox using watercolor pencils. If you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and this is a full real-time tutorial on my Patreon where you get given the reference photo, line art, material list and full real-time instructions of how to complete this all by yourself in your own time. So let's get started drawing the fox. So usually I get started with the eye, and for the watercolor I didn't want to go in with black straight away, so I went in with some of the cadmium yellow and cadmium orange to get the iris of the eye, using some of the cold greys for the white section of the eye, and then blending it down with the water and then going through with the black, and then you can blend the black down with the water. So what happens if you go in first with the black and the color and then try to blend it down all together, you do have a higher risk of blending all of the black into the lighter colored sections. So I prefer to start with the colored sections first and then go in with the black and then wet that down, making sure to see where you can see the highlights of the section and going around these with your black, and really trying to make sure to keep out of these with any color, because although it is a cartoon, we want to make it look realistic, and having the highlight sections in your pieces is what's going to make it look realistic. Moving on to the nose, I use some of the cold greys to add in the outline, the black to add in the darker sections, and then build on in the tones and then blend that down. So while we're waiting for that to dry, we can then go into the fur. I started to add some of the cadmium orange, cadmium yellow, adding some of the burnt ochre, and I also did add some of the pale geranium lake, which is the red pencil. You really also want to make sure that you have a really good base here and you have a lot of layers down, so don't go in with 1 or 2 layers. You need to do quite a few before you start to blend it down with the water. And you just want to make sure that your brush is sort of damp. You don't want to make it wet so that it's dripping, just so that it's nice and damp and moving the color pencil around. So then while that dries, we'll move on to the bottom section of the face, which is all this white fur, using some of the cold greys, adding in really tiny bits of black and then just blending it down. Then we can go back to that orange section and start to add in some of the darker pencil on top of what we've completed previously. This is where you can get really sharp pencils and start to put in some really little lines and add in some more of those little details. It doesn't mean you can't blend again with the water, and it doesn't mean that you have to blend again with the water. If you're happy with the way that it looks, then you can just leave it that way, but if you want to blend again with the water and then go over with more darker highlights, it's definitely up to you and just how you're feeling that it's working for you. It really just helps to step away from the piece and have a look at it from a distance to see how you feel and how much more detail you want to put in. Also comparing it to the reference photo, if you're going off a reference photo, to see where you need to get darker and lighter and see how the colors are working. Maybe you need to add in some more brown, maybe you need to add in some more yellow or reds, depending on how it's looking for you. The bottom section's then dried, so we can go in and start to add some more shadows under the chin and around the mouth. Then going in with a really sharp black pencil, and I'm putting in those little whiskers and the little dots on the face. This is where you need to be careful when you're going back in with any water, if you're planning to, that you're not going to be smudging these. So you really want to make sure that you're doing this at the very end and not going over it with the water to blend everything down, because it's just going to push all the black everywhere. Another trick that I do use is just to wet my brush and then rub it onto the white pencil or even the black pencil, depending where you're wanting to put the highlights. And then you can put the highlights onto the page as you would sort of with paint. So it's a really good way to put some like highlights into the fur. Moving on to the ears, I sort of work on it in different sections. So you'll see that I do a bit of the orange section, wet it all down, then while that's drying I can move on to the white section, wet it all down, and then go back to the orange section. So you're sort of still working on the piece while other sections are drying. And if you find this sort of thing really intimidating, that's what's so great about the Patreon tutorial, because you get video of this step by step, you get given the reference photo, line art, the material list including all of the colors that are used, so you can follow along step by step in your own time and create this piece, and it's all broken down for you, making it a lot easier. Moving on to the chest, there's all that white fur in there, but we know that white fur has a lot of different colors in it, so not just using your cold greys or warm greys. I also went in with some of the yellow and orange colors, and also a bit of the light ultramarine, which helps to make it look whiter. So adding blue into fur really helps the highlights come out and add in all of those shadows. On the chest here, the fur is going in many different directions, so while you're just doing your base layer, you just want to sort of map out where you can see those directions and just add down a really nice base layer. Then wet that down, and while that's drying we can go in and start to add some of the orange colour over the top, and then when it dries we can go through with our sharper pencils, the darker points, and start to add in more of those details. So while that dries we can move on to the feet. So although this is sort of a grey and black tone, I also did put in some of the red and orange pencils in this just to add some of that warmth underneath the black, and then going through adding the black and then wetting it all down. While that dries you can move on to another section, so I started to add in more of the legs, and then once it dries you can go back in with a harder point and start to put down all of those little details. Making sure just to go around the nails because you want to preserve that nice white highlight. So one thing that I did do which made quite a big difference to the chest hair for this fox was go through, wet my brush and then rub it on the tip of the pencil, and then you can add this to the very tips of the fur. So this will help to make it nice and swishy and nice and soft looking rather than seeing all of those pencil strokes in there. Putting this down, it's not going to go down really white where it looks like white out on the page or anything. It's very sort of muted down white, but it's just nice to add the highlights and add a little bit more depth in the fur. Once it's all completed you can step back and then judge where you need to go darker or add some more little highlights. I went through and added a little details here and there, but I really hope that you like this video and this piece. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this one and what you would like to see in the future. Check me out on Patreon and you can see all the tutorials I have available on my website. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks guys.